for tuning into TTV. I'm your host, Toya, and today is Herbal Tuesday. So, you guys know I like to bring y'all and present things to you that you might actually have in your cabinet so you know the benefits, the medical benefits of what it is that you're already using. And so, one of the ones I decided to pick up today was Clove. You see that little beauty? Maybe in my white shirt. But anyway, this is Clove. This is actually whole clove. So you can get it as whole or you can get it ground up. Now, I know it gets used in a lot of Jamaican food. It gets used in baking. So like if you wanted to make some fantastic oatmeal raisin cookies, add a little bit of clove to it and it will do wonders for that recipe. And for the taste of it. It's also used in places where you might use like apple pie or wherever you will use like cinnamon and nutmeg. That is traditionally what most of us are used to and know about clove. But it actually has a lot of medical properties that will probably make you want to use it a little more. So let's go and get into it and break this down for you. So clove, first of all, can help with nausea, can help with cleaning out parasites out of your bodies because it actually will kill the parasite eggs. It helps with protecting your stomach liner. It can support your liver. It's high in beta carotene. Now, what does all of that mean? So let's start off with the beta carotene. So if something is high in beta carotene, that means that there are a lot of antioxidants in it and provitamins, and those things will actually convert to vitamin A, which is good to remove free radicals from your body, but also for your eye health. So that's why that part is important. Now, because it is high in those and will produce the vitamin A, if you are on a blood thinner, it's something that you want to stay away from. So warfarin is, for example, a blood thinner. And if you're on something like that, then you want to don't use clove. just don't use clove, okay? Another one you want to watch out for too is if you have issues with your blood sugar levels. Clove will naturally lower those blood sugar levels, but you want to be careful because if it drops too much, then you're going to be in danger. So it's one of those that you can use, but if you have some health issues, you might want to consult your doctor before you actually start incorporating more of it into your diet. Now, one of the things that it contains is called eugenol. Okay, that's EUGENOL. Now, what this does is it actually helps to reduce inflammation in the body. So, like if you have arthritis or some other inflammatory disease, it can actually help to reduce the inflammation that you get in your body, which is why it's also good when it comes to tooth pain. So if you have some tooth pain, you can take clove oil, just a drop or two on a cotton ball, stick it on the inside of your cheek, wherever that tooth is hurting, and just leave it there. And it will actually start to help with that, alleviating that inflammation in your tooth, the pain. And one of the reasons is because it has a numbing effect to it, so it will actually help to numb that area as, to help you alleviate the pain. alleviate the pain. It also supports liver function. So if you have issues with your liver, they said, and again, I'm going to put the resource down in the bottom because a lot of this came from WebMD. So it will actually help with psoriasis of the liver as well as fatty liver. It actually helps to reduce those issues. So it's good to add for that. And that's something I didn't know. Another thing I didn't know about clove is it actually protects your stomach liner. So if you one that suffers from ulcers or that runs in your family or just because of your diet, you may want to consider adding clove to your diet because it will actually help to reduce it will protect your stomach lining, which is where those ulcers are created. They create in your stomach lining. If you don't know what an ulcer is, it's kind of like a little hose, I guess you can say. It's I know for in a woman, when it gets down into our reproductive system, it's more like a boil that ends up popping and causes this open sore. So that's really what it is. It's like an open sore on your stomach lining. And so clove will actually help protect that stomach lining so that you don't get those sores. Okay, let's see. Oh, high in magnesium. Not magnesium, manganese. So manganese helps to repair your bones and actually helps to produce hormones in your body. So if you are lacking those hormones or if you are worried about your bone strength, then you can add clove to your diet. Again, you do want to be careful if you're on a blood thinner. You want to be careful with your diabetic, because of the fact that it has side effects for those. But outside of that, it's really safe. It's even safe to give to your dogs, not your cats. Do not give it to the cats. But it can be given to your dogs in very small amounts. Okay, so like we're talking about before when I said it's a parasite killer, it kills the eggs of parasites. So you can give a small amount to your dogs so that it can kill the parasites in them. So I definitely will be adding this to my dog's food. I probably wouldn't do it every day at every meal forever. It will probably be something that I would do just like with humans. You want to do, like, if you're trying to get rid of parasites in your body, there are certain herbs that you can take. Clove is one of them, and that's because it kills the eggs of the parasite. Another one is black walnut, and I actually have it written down. What did I say? Clove, wormwood, black walnut, and wormwood. Those three together are a parasite killer. But again, you only take it for like 14 days. So it's the same thing. I wouldn't give very large amounts to your dogs, but you can give them a little bit. And I wouldn't do it more than 14 days just to help them clear out some parasites. Now, what is a little bit? I would probably just do like with this ground clove I have. Because I make a big pot of food for them, I will probably just put just like that, a little shake in that whole pot to help them clear out any parasites that they may have. And the reason you want to get rid of parasites is because just like with free radicals in your body, parasites can get in there, settle in, and then they cause damage. Because, and I know it's gross to think about, and it's grossing me out to even tell you this, but if you think about it, it is another living organism that is living inside your body. So they are feeding off of you. Their waste is getting released inside your body, which is really gross. The fact, number one, is that they're there, and number two, that you are defecating inside my body. And you're laying eggs, so you have babies inside my body, which is one of the reasons it's so important to detox, to get that kind of stuff out of your body, because you're gonna every living creature has parasites. I saw a video where they took praying mantis and they had its bottom submerged in some liquid. What was in the liquid, I don't know, but you saw the parasite come out of it. And the praying mantis is like this long. That parasite was like this. That came out of it, okay? So it can coil up in there. And that's why, again, it's good to detox, and especially taking something that's going to kill those parasites off, including the eggs. So wormwood, walnut, and clove is a good combination to get rid of those parasites. Let me make sure I told you guys everything. It supports the liver function. I do believe I did that. Reduces the risk of psoriasis and fatty liver. Bone repair and produces hormones because of the manganese. Nausea. So I don't think I said that. If you are nauseous, like really nauseous, mixing clove with some ginger is a good way to get that nausea to settle. And it's just as simple as just making a tea out of it. Crush up some clove or get you some ground clove. Same thing with the ginger. You can shred the ginger. Grate the ginger is what I'm trying to say. You can grate the ginger, or get you even powdered ginger with that as well. But either way it goes, put the two of those together, steep them in some hot water, and then drink. And that will help settle your stomach for the nausea. Again, clove oil. You can use the clove oil on your toothache, but do not consume it. We do not take clove oil inside the body because of the fact that it has such a high amount of the eugenol, however you pronounce it. Because it has such a high effect of that can actually cause harm to your body if you have too much of it in your system. So because the clove oil has such a high concentration of it, you don't want to ingest it at all. And that's why even on your toothache, you're only putting in 1, maybe 2 drops on a cotton ball and sitting it on the inside of your cheek. So you're not going to actually consume straight clove oil. It's more of a topical something. Let's see what else. Oh, and you can also use a tea, make a tea out of it too, to get rid of the parasites. That's another way you can do it. So again, the ground or the whole clove itself. Now, something I didn't know. So clove is actually the flower buds of a tropical evergreen tree. So they haven't actually opened up, and what they do is they take them and then they dry them out, and we end up with clove. Okay, so again, that's what this is. This is clove. Let me put in my white shirt. But this is clove, and it's actually, like I said, it's the unopened buds of a tropical evergreen tree. I didn't know that. I didn't know where that was where they came from. I don't know what I thought it was. It was just clove. But it makes sense because even pine needles, a lot of the things that we get from trees are very powerful and have very strong municipal effects. So like pine needles, you can get used pine needles, and it's a very potent and very strong and powerful decongestant. Um, like I said, black walnut bark. That is one that is for pain relief and again helping to remove parasites out the body. Like, it's so much you can do with it. So it's a lot that we get from trees that are very beneficial and very potent, like cinnamon. Cinnamon is another one that comes from a tree bark. But in any case, those are all different ones. We were talking about clove today, but that's what clove is and where it comes from. So I hope you got some information out of this. I hope it benefits you. If it did and you got something out of it, please like, subscribe, and share, because if you got something, chances are somebody else will as well. And I hope you found this very interesting, because I did not know all of this about clove until it came to presenting it to you. It was one that I always did like and use, especially in baking, but to know that it's such a powerful herb to be used in your day-to-day life. Like, I'll probably try to find a way to incorporate it now every day. I'll probably make a tea blend or something with it. But that's clove. That's what it's good for. And I hope you enjoyed that and got something out of it. Again, please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.